That's Sparks. That's Pike. How are you, Pike?
Hey, Sparks. Doing good. How you doing?
Oh, just wonderful. Not complaining to you for 15 minutes before we start the show.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing the mood up.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
My apologies, dude. My apologies. No, all things considered, it's good, man. It's just, it's exhausting. Moving sucks. Technology sucks. And then, uncertainty sucks. So when you have all three, like the holy trinity of shitfest 2020 coming through, it's like, damn it, dude,
I just saw a meme, you've probably seen them too, about like men's mental health and how everybody expects men to be tough and, we don't talk about shit enough. Well, you're talking about it, so that's good.
Hey.
I'm glad you're opening up. It's going to make it better.
Yeah, that's what I feel like all these mental health experts don't want. They're like, what we need? We need more people complaining. I think that's healthy. I think that's a really good way to look at it. Yeah.
Just bitch about it until it's just completely, you're so tired of hearing yourself talk about it.
Exactly.
You forget it. You move on.
Yeah. Next time I'm complaining to my wife about literally everything, I'll be like, no, honey, this is good for men's mental health. You understand? I'm being like the person that other men can look towards in right. terms of being a healthy person. What I'm doing right now, complaining about everything on the goddamn planet, is good for both me and you and society in general. Yeah, self-care. Yeah, that's right.
That's what you're doing. Not bitching. Self-care. Okay, ladies, we're done being your freaking, cavemen, manly, fix the car guys.
You're right. I'm sick of being the stoic, I have all the answers guy. And then when I give you my answer, I'm mansplaining something. What do you want? What do you want from me? I don't know anymore. You want me to listen, but then you want answers. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening anymore.
It is so much easier to be just a complaining pussy.
Yeah.
I will say. I'm having an easier time doing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me. That was what I was.
No, it's not you.
Oh, no. That was what I was voted most likely to be in high school. They're like, complaining pussy? Yeah. It's like me, like. And then at the caption at the bottom is like, I don't want to take my picture. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. By the way, how quickly is this self-care movement going to be hijacked by just companies, industries of all nature be like, you're worth it. Invest in your self-care. Buy a boob job or something, you know what I mean? And they're going to be like, wait a minute, what? Hold on a sec. This isn't what it was started out as.
They use it for everything. It's like just justifying being lazy or whatever. It's like, if you want to watch 7 consecutive movies on a Monday, then fucking you need that. That's self-care. Yeah. It's like, well, or I'm just being a sack of shit. But okay. It's healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think self-care can boil down to going to bed early and maybe going for a walk. You know what I mean? Go for a walk, take a nap, and self-care list is achieved. You've done it.
Yep. Drink lots of water. That's a popular one.
Okay, so it's just everything doctors recommend. Yes. Diet, exercise, and sleep. You've self-cared. Get the fuck back to work.
You are the pinnacle of health. Mental health, physical health. You're going to live forever.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Oh, God. The self-care thing. Look, I do think people need to take care of themselves better, especially when it comes to like working for companies. These companies don't give a shit. They don't care about you. The worst thing these companies do is they paint it up as a family. Oh, we're a family. Oh, we're a family. What? Oh, we'll do anything for each other. No, they'll fucking fire you. They'll get rid of you. Not a problem. Why? Because it's a business. And businesses are not families. And that's what I think is just going to be peddled as this, we're a family. No, fuck them. If you need a nap, take a sick day, sleep in. I consider that self-care. Good for you. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
That's really great. Yeah. If you need some time off and the boss is like, well, You just took vacation day 3 months ago. Fuck him. Fuck that guy or lady. Whoever's guilting you into not taking a vacation day can kick rocks. You have the vacation days, take them. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Just, dude, did you ever get that before where people were like...
my whole life, my whole career, we were led to believe that there's half of the year you're not allowed to at all take a vacation time, let alone a sick day. I didn't take a single sick day. They're like, well, you can just show up and do the show at least. And it's like, I would drag my ass in there knowing full well I am completely contagious and sick as shit, but I would never take one. And meanwhile, you hear other people in different industries and it's like they're just taking sick days once a week.
Yeah, because they work at an actual job. That's the thing about radio. It's like, when did radio not become an actual business? Everyone else is making all this money. Everyone's making money except for the guy or girl in the goddamn studio coming in sick. They're like, you can't do it. We're in ratings. Yeah. Well, I'm going to just decimate the entire station because everyone's going to get ill because I'm here right now. You small-minded fucking idiots. We all share the same equipment.
Yeah. The sales chick who makes 4 times as much as you is in, backpacking Europe for like 2 weeks. Yep. Not a big deal. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. They're out there fucking shopping. They're at Target during the day. Dude, I worked for a place, this sales guy. I'm done with the show. I'm at the gym. And it's still the middle of the workday. It might have been before work. Like I went to the gym before work. It's like 10 a.m. or something. I was in afternoon, so I didn't start till 2. All right. So then I go to the gym. Sales guy just doing flies, just on the things. Like, oh, hey. Oh, I have the day off today. I'm like, no, you don't.
Shut up.
You're making sales calls. What the fuck is going on here? What is happening? Yeah. Oh, sales is hard. Oh, really? Yeah. It looks real tough. Real difficult.
We're just bitching because we're jealous.
No. Why? We are being healthy, Pike. We've already established. This is right. This is mental health. This is what people want nowadays. They just want a podcast that's also a therapy session.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that all podcasts have just become, tell me about your parents?
Dude, there's so many podcasts and or radio stations where they like embrace the mental health thing. And like, I'm all for that, but I still don't want to, like, it gets to be too much listening to it.
Yes.
I get we're normalizing it. We're taking the stigma out. Like, it's good to talk about depression and everybody has anxiety and depression. Got it. But I don't know. Listening to it, it gets kind of like, just make me laugh.
You know who wants to listen to it? Your therapist. Go. Yes. It's healthy. It's great. However, Jesus Christ, I don't need to know, like, Jay-Z's, why he has to count to 3 till he can urinate because he's so anxious about it. I'm like, I don't want to hear that.
Please tell me that's true.
I want to hear your new song. Please.
Yeah.
God damn. I understand.
Speaking of Jay-Z, this is off topic, sort of, but not because it's Jay-Z. But they, some DJ or whatever, put together like Jay-Z's raps with Smashing Pumpkins songs. Like they did with Linkin Park back in the day.
Yeah.
With Jay-Z. Yeah.
Danger Mouse did it with the Beatles' White Album and Jay-Z's Black Album.
They did.
Awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Danger Mouse made the Gray Album is what he called it. It was awesome.
That's right.
Okay. Launched him in the
Yeah, they talked about that, but they did that now with Smashing Pumpkins. It's okay.
They're always just okay. They're never like, oh, yeah, no. I can see why they're taking 2 different things and it's the cran apple of music. It's just like, yeah, I guess, apple juice is better, but
yeah.
It helps me clean out my kidneys. I guess I'll take it. You know what I mean? What are we doing? I understand.
Yeah, it's good because it's like, I can taste cranberry. That's why it's kind of good. It'd be really good if it was just cranberry. That's what I think about that's the only reason people like mint ice cream. It's like, well, yeah, it's okay because it's still fucking ice cream. But it would be a lot better if it wasn't toothpaste flavored.
Hey, I want something really delicious and just ruin it for me, please.
Just a little bit though.
Just a little bit, I don't want it too good. Because I want to know that pain and misery still exists on the planet while I'm eating my dessert. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to just be living in complete blissfulness for 5 minutes of my life. I want to still be reminded that humans have to go and just taint every nice, beautiful treat. I know, dude. Yes. I did a rant yesterday. I put it up there. I talked about cereal flavored ice cream. And I think I compared it to the Holocaust. I'm not sure. I made a lot of jokes, but
it's an obvious comparison.
Dude, who buys cereal flavored ice cream? Like,
for like what? For example,
like there's this restaurant. And by the way, if it's your first time listening, we'll get to the podcast here in a second. But it's this restaurant called Milk Bar. I don't know. It's famous, dude. It's famous. Like, they have one in the Cosmo. That's where I went. It's a famous LA staple. It's this ice cream place. They have one in the Cosmo. They have, I think, one in New York City. It was just on that chef show on Netflix. Like, it's blowing up. And what they do is they like take cereal, pour the milk in, let the cereal sit, throw away the cereal, keep the milk, and then make ice cream out of that milk. So your ice cream tastes like fucking Frosted Flakes, which, by the way, tastes like cold Frosted Flakes, which is awful. I mean, I've never ate ice cream and been like, oh yeah, corn. I've never wanted that in my life. I'm like, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And she's killing it, dude. This girl who invented it.
That is so dumb.
Killing it.
Dude, ice cream is so fucking good already. Why do they have to combine it with... It's just a gimmick. It's a stupid gimmick.
And then you pick the worst. You got Frosted Flakes, and the other one's like Fruity Pebbles, which I'm like, I'm not in, bro. I'm out.
And what else? It's like, oh, yeah, this is Cocoa Puffs flavored ice cream. Like, yeah, it's chocolate ice cream.
Right, exactly.
That's already in existence. But thank you.
You know what's good? Strawberries. Can we just put strawberries in here? I don't need ice cream has sugar. I don't need any more. It's like, God. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't understand what's happening. Hey, welcome to the Spark Show. This is episode 271. 272. Oh, God. I always fuck up the thing. Hold on.
I think it's 271. I think you had it.
No. Because yesterday I did the rant. That's why it's throwing me off. So that was 271. So this is 272. Boom, of the Spark Show. Thanks so much for being here. Again, that's at Pike Taylor Radio. Give him a follow on all social media. I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media. But really, if you want to help us out, you can hit that subscribe button, bro. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, and then, of course, tell a friend. It would be absolutely amazing. How we run this show is we do the news that matters at the top. And then on Wednesdays, like it is today, Pike, we're going to do Worst Wednesday. So, and I feel like we should switch it up a little bit because usually you take 5 worst of something. I take 5 worst of something, and then we argue. But I feel like if we come up with a list today, because it's something that's going to happen to us all. We come up with a list together of the 5 worst ways to die.
I love it.
We haven't done this one yet, right?
No, we've talked about death in great detail, but not so much like the worst way to die, just what happens after.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yep, exactly. Okay, so today we are going to be doing 5 worst ways to die here on the show. And let's start off today, like I mentioned before, with the news that matters.
Yes, this is the news that matters. Yes, this is the news that matters. Holy shit.
Can't wait for these graphics to come in, man. It's going to be awesome once they get done. So
I wonder how it might be a year until I stop laughing at that. At least a year.
Yeah, dude, I'm fine. Hey, speaking of food combinations that they ruin everything with, how do you feel about donuts?
Not crazy about them. What? I think we talked about it. Didn't we go into a whole thing?
Oh, yeah, we did. You don't like donuts. I remember you don't like French toast and waffles, which every other opinion you've ever made after that is null and void because those are just delicious.
It's not necessary. Same with donuts.
Oh,
like, literally any other food I can justify eating a little bit. Like, oh, there's some, I don't know, healthy fat in this, but donuts is just shit.
Yeah, delicious shit. It's delicious and horrible for you and just amazing. How do you not want to do? Okay, look, maybe not. How do you feel about spicy things, Pike?
I sort of like it, like to a point. I'm not trying to prove anything by eating some super spicy shit. Like I'm human. I'm not one of these guys that, like, my wife is the worst. She'll make fun of you because I think things are spicy. I'm like, why? Why does it matter? Like, it's uncomfortable to eat. That's not the experience I want eating food. It shouldn't hurt, especially the day after. You know what I'm talking about. God.
It shouldn't hurt.
It shouldn't.
Why is dinner a punishment right now? This shouldn't be it. Yeah.
And I already do it. The worst thing is I'll eat is Jimmy John's. You can add those hot peppers to the sandwich.
Yeah.
And I like the taste. Like, they're not that hot going down. But Jesus Christ, if it doesn't kill you the next day. But I continue to do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like they come out whole. And it, oh my God, it's horrible.
Don't swallow them whole. What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's probably part of the issue.
Don't deep throat the pepper. You weirdo.
I just eat so fast. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with spiciness. You acclimate. You know what I mean? It's like all these.
Do you?
Yeah. You get used to it, and then it's like now it's like heroin. You're chasing the dragon. You're like, I need that kick again. You know, and tomatillo sauce isn't doing it. Now you're like signing waivers and shit before you eat dinner.
You're a spicy guy or what?
I am a spicy guy. I like, again, not to a point where it's stupid. And yeah, I'm not tying how hot I can tolerate things to my manhood. Like, I don't understand that. It's like, I don't know why guys just assume. They're like, I drive a truck. I eat salsa. I got a giant dick. You know, I don't understand how all those things correlate. It's the weirdest thing, and I never understood that at all. Like, cool. I don't understand. Is your dick a dragon? Is that how you're able to justify all this flame? I don't understand. I do like spicy things though, and I like peppers, but I mean, I obviously have a limit too. I feel like I could tolerate probably more heat than you. Because I eat it almost every meal. I'll try to get something spicy in.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still avoiding spicy things.
Okay. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. Like, if you got a chicken sandwich, would you go spicy or normal?
Chicken?
Yeah.
You know, if it's at like a Wendy's or something like that, yeah, I would do the spicy just because I know it's not going to be that spicy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, me too. Every time spicy. If it comes in regular or spicy, I'm going spicy every time.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's like peak spiciness for me.
Okay, that's fine. See, I can go a little higher, but I'm not like, again, I'm not bragging about it. I don't like, I'm like, having a great time and I'm in a flop sweat. I'm like, it's great. It's just like I just played a game of basketball, Yeah. I don't need that. So the reason why I bring it up is because Dunkin' Donuts is introducing a spicy donut, the first one ever. They've come out to announce that they're calling it the spicy ghost pepper donut at Dunkin' Donuts.
So dumb.
Which is
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
The dumbest thing, dude. It's a donut. It's got pink frosting on it, which is sugar, right? So it's just dipped in sugar.
Yeah.
It's a glazed donut, which is glazing means sugar. Frosted, which means more sugar. And then it's like powdered with cayenne and ghost pepper, like dust. They just like sprinkle it all over top.
Oh my God. That's so unnecessary.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life, dude. Why?
Wait, you said, where was this, Dunkin'?
Yeah, fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, they know better. What the fuck? Come on.
Dude, so bad.
That's so dumb.
They're saying it's for Halloween. This is like, because it's a ghost. It's a ghost pepper donut, so it's for Halloween.
I feel like these restaurants always come out with shit like this just to get a headline. Like, they'll make maybe a handful of these donuts, but just to get people to write about it. No one's going to order that. No, they might. The only people that are going to order this are like wacky morning shows just to try it on the air,
Yeah.
No fucking normal person walks in to order that.
Well, all right. I guess it's a bad idea because I just bought all of these ghost pepper donuts here. And I was going to eat them on the show.
All right, sorry. Or wacky podcast guys. That would be a fun video for social media.
I'll throw away this dozen of them. Never mind. Waste of money. Yeah, I don't like. I 100% agree with you on that one. They're just it's just to grab a headline, and let's not make sweets spicy. And there's a lot of in all these cultures, they're like, oh, I eat one of these spicy suckers or something. And I'm like, no, get out of here. No,
no. Yeah, it's stupid. Back to the restaurant thing.
Yeah,
I don't blame them, because I've always said if I ever opened a restaurant, the first thing I would do was make a challenge, right? These challenges where you have people try to eat 4 pounds of hamburger or whatever. I would do that right away. It'd be the dumbest. It'd be like, here we loaded up a semi truck full of fucking taco meat, and we're gonna challenge people to eat it all in an hour. And it's just for a headline. It's impossible. It's the dumbest thing in the world, but we're gonna do it.
But it works, and that's why. You know what I mean? People talk about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's not politics or COVID or something. It's like, Jesus, thank you. Just anything. Something else right now.
Or the better one would be a Bloody Mary bar, because people just go wild if somebody has a Bloody Mary bar where it's like, oh, you can put chicken wings on it, or a whole slice of pizza.
Again, out of control, man. Out of control.
I would have a whole rotisserie chickens you could stick in your cup at the Bloody Mary bar.
Bloody Marys are disgusting, by the way. I don't know how. Bloody Marys were designed for alcoholics. That's who, what I mean? It's like you're hungover, here's some vegetable with alcohol to kind of tie you over wean you off the hangover. And now you're right, dude. They've become this chic, we have 12 pickles. Yeah, it's all there. You know what I mean? Dude, I don't need a barbecue on my drink. Thank you. Please.
It is nice, though, if you don't actually have to order food because there's so much shit in the Bloody Mary. I mean, that's nice.
Yes, exactly. That's a good point. Well, what do you got for your News That Matters story? Number 2.
My story matters a little more because it's very topical. You know that this judge, Amy Coney Barrett, is being vetted to be on the Supreme Court?
Yeah.
You've seen this in the news?
I've seen it. I haven't really paid attention to it because...
Well, it seems like a formality. She's going to get in, right?
She's going to get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're asking her all these questions, and she apparently is very smart and knows a lot of information, except when she was asked to name the 5 freedoms in the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution.
Oh, that's an important thing for a judge to know.
It's a big one. She was able to get 4 of them, but she did forget one, which a lot of people are, kind of shitting on her because, well, let's face it, if you're a judge to be on the Supreme Court potentially, you're right. That's would be what do you call a rock scientist? Whatever the fuck that is. It'd be
geologist?
Like, hey, geologist, yes.
Christ,
it'd be like, name a... Well, I'm not the geologist. Relax. It'd be like asking that guy to name 5 different types of rocks.
Yeah.
And him coming up with 4.
Right. That's why whenever I go to church, I always ask the priest first thing. I'm like, what's the 10 commandments? If they can't rattle them off, why should I trust you on religion?
Yeah. I ain't sitting down until you tell me.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to kneel, sit, stand, kneel, sit, stand, kneel, sit? Get the fuck out of here. You don't even chiseled in a rock. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Yeah. Which one did she miss?
Well, I was going to ask you.
Yeah, let's see if I can come up with
them. Since you're big history guy. Yeah, I got the 5 right in front of me. And I think I probably would have got 4 myself.
Yeah.
Which makes me, of course, eligible for the Supreme Court.
I don't think. Yes. Not a geologist, but the Supreme Court.
Correct. All right, what do you got?
Oh, dude. The 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Yep.
You got...
basic liberties. Go ahead.
Yeah. Freedom of speech. It's in there.
Ding.
Freedom of religion. It's in there.
Ding.
Right to assemble. Is it in there? Is that number 1?
Bingo. Correct. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
2 left.
Freedom. What is it? Freedom of speech. Freedom of religion. Right to assemble. Right to protest. Is that in there, or is that technically?
I think that's the same thing.
Okay,
assemble and protest.
Assemble and protest. Let's see. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, right to assemble. I'm going deep in my brain now. Hold on.
By the way, the assembly or protest, that's the one she forgot. So you're already... That's the one? You got that on her, yes.
Nice, good. How do you miss that one? Especially at like this day and age.
Then it's kind of a big one at the moment, yeah.
Wait a minute. So I got the one she missed? That means that the other two are super obvious and I'm not getting them?
Yeah, I would say they're pretty obvious. Well, the one is. The one.
What am I missing? Is it something about writing? But that would be in freedom of speech. Am I close?
Some... I would say is writing involved in probably both of these.
Freedom of the press.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. And then you got free cheeseburgers on Thursdays. It should be in there.
Yes.
In America. What's the last one? What am I missing?
It's kind of dumb. It's the freedom of petition.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like that kind of falls in line with assembly or protesting.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's in there.
But she didn't miss petition, but she missed right to assemble.
She's all about petition. Yeah. It's protest, assembly. She couldn't quite handle. Well, like we said, it doesn't really fucking matter because
isn't it nice how it could just you're in. Yeah.
And it's funny because
you're in forever, by the way.
It was a Republican who asked her that question, assuming it was just a softball to kind of prop her up and make her look smart, and it backfired.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I just don't even get me started on the political thing because I've never been more angry about politics in my life. I can't tell you how many times I've tweeted something right before I hit the button to like send it out there. I'm like, I don't feel like ruining my career today.
I woke up this morning to a tweet from you tweeting at somebody we both know in regards to this judge.
Yeah.
You had written a long thing. I'm like, man, you got bigger balls than I do. Because like you said, I would maybe type it out. I would never actually send it because I don't want to have to respond to their response.
Yeah. Well, they didn't respond. So
no, they didn't. No.
I was fully expecting. Dude, I'm just reading this shit. And it's just like people are the people that vote in their own against their own self-interest blows my mind. OK, and it's obviously up to you where you think your self-interests are, which side of the aisle. But still, the people that are so dumb. And again, I talked about this yesterday in my rant, right? It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. The Dunning-Kruger effect are people overestimate their confidence and knowledge in a subject to think that they are within like the top 5% of fucking anything. Of anything. And the reason why is because they don't have enough knowledge on the subject to know how dumb they really are. So these people that are arguing with experts on something, they're like, no, I know as much as that guy knows. It's like you're too dumb to even know how dumb you are. But the expert knows exactly how smart they are because that's why they're experts. You know what I mean? So you have this, It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. And it's fucking so evident who these people are who talk about COVID, who talk about election, like who they vote for. And they're like, Russia's not hacking anything. It's like fucking idiots. Listen to people who are experts in the field. Don't listen to your dumbass friend who posts a meme, who shares content. Don't learn anything via Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or Wikipedia. How about you listen to the people who are not fucking whack jobs that have a doctor in front of their name? Like, these are the experts. And in politics, you have people from like the intelligence community. You have scientists, data analysts. You have all these people saying, here's what's going on. And then you have these fucking idiots that have been elected potentially decades ago. They don't even know how to run social media. And they spout off this fucking nonsense. Like dinosaurs were put here on the earth so humans could find them. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, just dumb shit. And then they come out and they're like, this is it. And then it just perpetuates idiocracy. And you're like, oh my God, what is going on here? I don't understand. So I just feel like people should start listening to actual experts because the people that claim they are generally are. Like, this is it. There's like a consensus. You know who's not an expert?
Who's that?
Me. if I'm sitting here spouting off about COVID or election or politics and stuff, don't take my word for it. Fucking look it up. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't do it on Facebook. Don't do it. All these people are idiots. That's all I'm going to say. All these people are fucking morons. And I've never been more angry about politics in my life. My life.
Yes, you seem somewhat passionate about it.
How do you feel about it? Are you jazzed up or no?
Same. Everything you just said. No, I've never been like that where I would get so worked up. Like I feel a certain way for sure, but I would never, and I really haven't ever engaged on social media because I'm not dumb enough to see that as like a winning proposition for anyone. It's just so fucking dumb. You know what I mean? So I try to limit the amount of stress I have over things like that because at the end of the day, like we're going to talk about later, we are all going to die. And I would like to have spent a small amount of time pissed off about things like that.
Yes, I agree with you, but I disagree with certain major points that you're bringing up.
Okay.
In my opinion is that
you can say what you want. I'm not going to argue. So go off. You're not going to get any response. I know. I'm not going to debate it.
Yeah, like I just told you, I don't care. I don't care about debating. Are you? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You were saying you disagree?
That is the greatest thing I've ever heard. That is the best. Dude, it comes real quick. I just want to say it.
I want to hear it.
You hear a lot of these notions like, what's the point of talking politics? You're not going to change anyone's mind. Bullshit. That's how people's minds are changed. That's why we have people that think we've never landed on the moon. Birds aren't real. You know what I mean? Like the Holocaust was made up. Like what the fuck? Yeah, people's minds can change when you talk to them. So the whole idea of, well, I don't talk politics. You're not going to change anybody's mind. We're going to sit here. Fuck no. Opposite. That's completely false. People's mind fluctuates. It's malleable enough that people can go, oh yeah, no, I see their point. Oh no, I see their point too.
Oh, that's such a small population of people though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like people can change their mind over the course of something. And if you talk to them civilly and you say, hey, look, that doesn't make sense. Here's why. Yeah. You can't change people's mind. That's discourse. Yeah. In my opinion, that is America. And that's what's wonderful. Yes. And then number two is the notion of like, hey, man, they're just going to do whatever they do. And I just want to live my life and be happy. It's like, dude, what they're doing is directly impacting your fucking life. They're fucking with your life. You're letting them fuck with you, your family, your money, your body, your health, everything. Your life is going to get either progressively shittier or progressively better as you participate in the system. So if you just sit there and you're all blasé, fair, whatever, you know what I mean? My point is, the more actively you are involved, the more control you'll have over your own shit. And I think what's happening now is proof positive that you have, what you have is the Trump administration right now. If you love them, the people that really fucking loved him fucking voted. And that's why he's in office. And the people that were like, oh, whatever, man, Hillary's going to win. They were all kind of removed from the process in 2016. And they didn't actively involve. So kudos to the people who voted for Trump. They got out there and they fucking voted him in. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it goes. Now, if you hate Donald Trump, get off your fucking ass and vote. And I guarantee people who love Donald Trump are fucking voting this year. So that's all. That's my point is if you don't like the way things are going, vote. And obviously, if you love the way things are going, you're going to vote because you want to keep the guy in. So people are afraid to talk politics because they're afraid of offending people. I'm actively not afraid of talking politics. All I'm saying is be involved in the process because, Pike, your life is affected by it and my life is affected by it.
No, I know.
This fucking lady, what's her name again? I can't remember, dude. I'm so...
The judge?
Yeah. Amy
Coney Barrett?
Amy, yes. Coney or Coney?
Coney, like a ice cream Coney.
Got it. Amy Coney Barrett. I know she has 7 kids. I was just listening. I was like, Jesus Christ, this lady. This lady reproduces.
I'm out.
7 kids. Anyway, get involved because her nomination to Supreme Court is going to affect my kids' lives.
Totally. There's just so many people, like you said, that don't feel like, they've never been affected by politics. And I would say even myself, up into a certain point, you're young, like there's all these sort of political changes, but you never actually notice a difference until you start getting involved, like, becoming an adult. Dude, so hopefully people are realizing.
Everybody's noticed a difference this year. Everybody. There's a fucking pandemic that it's affected literally every single person in this country and around the world. So the pandemic has affected every single person's life. And if you don't think politics plays into that, then you're a fucking idiot. There's nothing, there's no way around it. Have you gotten a stimulus check? Politics played into it. Did you get $600 extra unemployment? Politics plays into it.
Yeah.
How much did that affect your life? You know what I mean? So it's like,
and that's the one thing I feel like everybody kind of woke up and was like, oh shit, like I'm going to Google, where this bill is at in the Senate. Right. Because I'm actually going to get money, like tangible money, directly because of what happens here.
Right.
For me, anyway, I was like, oh, shit, that's actually something I'm going to pay attention to.
Yeah. Yeah. See what I mean? Politics can affect your life. I mean, that's just it. And I think everyone should be actively involved. And the people who aren't, then, shut the fuck up. You have no right to complain because you didn't participate in the process. You're fine with whatever, so shut up. I mean, that's just it.
A lot of people who aren't participating, like what I was saying, was more on social media, and getting into arguments. You're not going to change those people's mind. But it seems like a lot of people have this conception. The loudest people are the ones that they probably aren't changing their minds. But there is still a huge amount of the population that, like you said, would change their mind. But those aren't the ones we're hearing from. And that's why a lot of people think, man, why are they doing all this campaigning, the president candidates? Because it seems like everybody's got their mind made up, but they wouldn't be doing that much, spending all that fucking money if there wasn't actually a proven portion of the population that they can still change their mind as far as who they're voting for.
Yeah, I agree.
To believe because you only see the assholes that are one-track mind, but they're out there.
It's crazy how many undecided people. I don't even understand how you're undecided. Like me, I could have voted. I mean, I got my ballot in the mail. I could mail it in right now, or I can go in person on the 17th of October. And I'm like, I'm there on the 17th of October. I'm voting. Like,
I don't need to see the last debate.
Yeah, no, fuck. Dude, you got it. You already know. But it's crazy to me that there's already an undecided population. I'm like, where the fuck have you been?
They're just, what are you doing? Yeah, they're like earthworms that come out after a rain,
Right. So they're all the people with like 9,000 unread emails in their inbox, just sitting there. And I'm one of them. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm one of your people. Look, we're running a little bit long, so let's just go right to the 5 worst ways to die. Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So here we go. 5 worst ways to die for Worst Wednesday. We're coming up with this list. Pike, I mean, I think we should just start throwing some stuff out there. I have to throw out the first one. That's eaten alive. I mean, that's the worst way. You're getting eaten by a shark or an alligator. That's like the worst way to go. You know what I mean?
It's one of the worst. Or a human. That would also be horrible. Because it's happened. Did we talk about this? I don't know if this happened or not, but I've heard the story anyway, that there was a guy that one of his like fetishes was that he wanted to be eaten alive by another human. So he paid somebody to eat him. Like it was literally suicide, but he wanted to get off on somebody else eating him. Yeah, it's hard to believe. And I have absolutely no like proof of this. I haven't looked it up.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds fake. It sounds like...
I heard a tale. I think my mom told me.
Is this what your mom tells you?
I have less confidence in her actually fact-checking it than me. So take it as you will.
So wait a minute. This is the conversations you have with your mom when you're like, hey, I'm going to go meet my mom for coffee. This is it?
Yes.
Dude,
you actually...
Your mom's conversations with you are better than this podcast.
Dude, you have no idea. Yes. She's not a traditional mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's amazing. All right. Well, yes. So what do you think? Eating alive, is that on the list? I'll write it down.
Yeah, man. It all depends on how quickly you become incapacitated, right? Like if I feel like you would pass out pretty quick.
I mean,
like if a shark bit you, you would go into shock and then they would eat you.
I mean, that's
most
not
of the
true.
eating is. Go ahead.
I mean, what if you're swallowed whole by like a snake, and they're digested slowly? Like that sucks.
Yes. Yes. I feel like they strangle you first, though, right?
Oh, that's a good point. What if they just break your bones, but you're still alive, you're still conscious, and then they slither you down, and then that would be awful. And then what about like a gator or a crocodile? How they do the death roll? Like they grab you by the leg and they just twirl you around. Yeah, it'd be the worst shit ever.
Yeah, dude, that snake thing that actually happened, and I do know
here
there is video evidence.
There's not happening, dude.
No, it did. A Filipino, he went missing from a village, and they found his ass in a snake. The snake was dead because apparently they can swallow you, but it will kill them. They cut him out, and sure enough, he was inside of the snake. I'm gonna send you the video. It's actual video.
I don't need the video. I'll just believe you. I don't want to see that. That
horrifying.
sounds,
dude.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting. All right, so there you go. Eating alive. It's on the list. We'll put it in the ranking here. What do you got? What do you idea?
The first one that came to my mind is dying from, and this is an actual disease, so if anybody knows somebody who died of this, my thoughts are with you, but ALS.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, is there anything worse?
Dude, your mind is still there, right?
Yeah, your mind is still there. And your body, you just slowly lose control of your muscles until you die. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's got to be on the list. I mean, that sounds absolutely awful.
Remember when, and this is how bad like my anxiety is. Remember when the ALS ice bucket challenge was a thing?
Yeah.
Dude, I had convinced myself in the middle of that I had ALS.
Why?
Because that's what your brain does when you have the horrible anxiety. Like you can it's kind of like hypochondria or not hypochondria. Yeah.
So what? I mean, what are the symptoms of you getting it? Like,
starting to lose, like feel like you're kind of losing strength in your limbs. Like I felt like I couldn't like lift my leg up off the ground, and sure shit, that's a symptom. And so it turns out I didn't.
Yeah. But I like how your testicles swell up to the size of an orange. No big deal. No. Oh no, I got an ice bucket challenge. Do I have it? Like, you realize that's not a contagious thing. The ice bucket challenge wasn't how you get ALS. It wasn't like
they were trying to raise awareness, and they did. In the fact that they convinced me I had it. So thanks.
I heard they made like a huge stride though because of the ice bucket challenge. Like all that research money's paying off, right? Like they made a great thing. I heard. Yeah, dude. Okay, ALS. That's really sad, but it's true. ALS. That's Lou Gehrig, right?
He had a form of it. Lou Gehrig's disease is like
the form of ALS.
A form of ALS. ALS. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's brutal.
Worst nightmare, yeah.
Yeah, that does sound awful. I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with worst ways to die. I immediately go into black hole, okay? Like, that's, like, got to be the worst way to die.
Like in space?
Yeah, dude, in space. Yeah, you're pulled molecule by molecule like a tube of toothpaste. You're just ripped apart. You're just stretched. And then you just spin around like a toilet bowl into nothing. Into just, well, we don't know, technically. I mean, they say it might be the other side of a wormhole or something, but you know what I mean?
That, I feel like also you would not be around for any of that.
You would be around. What are you talking about? You go past the event horizon. There's no turning back. You literally cannot stop, and you're being just pulled. You're being ripped apart.
Dude, how'd you get into space? You can't exist in space without a spacesuit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're in the spacesuit or not. It's not like a spacesuit protects you from black hole. You're in your spacesuit. You're floating around. Maybe you're in your spaceship. You don't see the black hole. They're black. And then, of course, you fall into it. It's like the worst kind of pothole ever. And then your whole being is just ripped into a single string of atoms. And you're just pulled apart.
Okay.
Would you want to be ripped apart? I mean,
I would rather not, no.
Okay, I'm putting black hole, and then you know what? Can I go again? Because I think I said it.
Yeah, why don't you pick all of them?
God damn it.
It's fine. We'll do this one together, but you'll do it.
Go ahead, Pike. What's your next one?
No, you go. I'm used to kids like you playing Nintendo, and they're like, "Hey, I haven't got to play that long, or I never get to play. So can I go again?" Yeah, go ahead. Fine.
You ever see that with like when a guy? It's always a guy. It's never been a lady. Has like his arms or legs tied to one horse and the other thing is tied to the other horse, the other part of the body, and they like slap the horse's ass and they rip the guy apart. You ever seen that?
Yes. A lot of yours have to do with like just pulling your body apart.
Well, I just thought. Well, I said black hole ripped apart. And I'm like, oh, dude, you know what? The horse thing I think is worse. You know?
That is horrible. It's kind of like in Braveheart, how they killed William Wallace.
Is that how they killed him?
They like tied ropes to each of his limbs and like was just stretching him apart, basically.
Ah, for God's sakes. Yeah, God.
That's an actual thing, yeah.
Yeah. This is the worst thing we've ever done. I am...
Horrible.
Yeah. Should I write it down or no?
Yeah, put it down.
Okay.
Put horse.
Horse pull?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Speaking of dying via horse.
Hold on, I got another one. Let me go again. I'm just joking.
Did you ever see this? The website, it was a whole website dedicated to this, but it was death by horse dick, essentially. And a guy...
Why do you know this website? What are you doing?
In high school, the things my friends would find on the internet.
Oh, God. You got the worst friends. Oh, my God.
I know.
I don't want to hear it. I got it.
Well, the website URL pretty much describes it.
You just described it. We get it.
Yes, that's it.
Oh.
All right. Should I go?
Is that on the list?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That might be worse than the black hole.
Yeah.
It's like the horse.
Take that from me thinking it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, the horse turns you into a black hole, and you're like, oh no.
No. All right. My turn.
Yeah, Pike, go ahead. Do two.
Okay, because one that came to mind was being kidnapped and then eventually decapitated by terrorists.
Oh, like when you're in front of the camera and they got the knife and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's brutal.
That's speaking of being in high school and watching all these horrible videos.
Oh,
the
no.
That was another one. That shit's on the internet. You can actually go look at these videos, and it's fucking horrible. Actually seeing someone murdered.
Why are you watching this?
Because you're in high school. I don't know.
Dude, you haven't seen the movie Back to the Future, yet you're watching decapitation videos and beheadings. Your fucking priorities are all out of whack here, dude. You need to watch Pulp Fiction. Have you seen a single Tarantino film?
I have not.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, you've watched a guy get murdered by a horse dick? I don't understand what you're doing. What are you doing with your life, Pike?
That's what we were watching, and I wasn't the one looking them up. It was people saying, hey, look at this, and you have no choice at that point. Otherwise, you're a big pussy.
Yeah, fine. With better movie tastes, because you gotta turn this off. You've turned into an awful person because of this.
Yeah.
Stop
It's starting to make sense.
Oh, God.
I don't still do it.
What am I doing? Decapitation?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, specifically like terrorists. Because you get kidnapped, and that's probably not fun either. They hold you captive for however long, and you know that you're not getting rescued. You know, the government is not going to intervene. You're getting your head cut off on camera.
Yes. Precisely. Okay. That's awful. We've got...
Yeah, it's always like news reporters, too. Like, what the fuck were you doing over there? God.
Well, they're doing their job, man. Trying to bring...
I get it.
Trying to... bring Pike a new Friday night flick. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're making money in your home box office, you weirdo. Jesus Christ. What a weird time to grow. That's right. When we were growing up, that's all there was. There was just like terrorist videos and kidnappings always put online and stuff like that. Yeah, people that nowadays don't have that. You know what I mean? The kids nowadays in high school?
No, I know.
Well, they don't
I feel like the internet was so new. And it wasn't even that new, but for us, it was, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to do. Chat rooms and videos like this. About it.
Yeah. Pretty awful. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Invasion of Iraq. Like that's where it all came from. Yeah. All right, so here's the 5 we've got. This is a working list. Now we can tweak it, okay? We've got Eaten Alive, ALS, a black hole, the horse polling, and decapitation by terrorists. Now, those are the 5. Do you want to add or remove any of them before we put these in order?
I feel like ALS doesn't fit.
I mean, it's a way to die. It's terminal illness. I mean, it's sad. It's like the sad, real one.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to get this out there and have it look like we're being insensitive. Because I think I know people who have had people die of that. So do we take that one off?
Sure. We'll take off ALS and we'll add horse dick. Okay? Does that sound good?
No. We can come up with something else. Just put it horse pole / dick. That can be one.
We'll just do death by horse. Okay? We'll just say, death by horse.
Leave it open to interpretation.
Yeah, horsepower. And in one way or another, that horse is using what he's got. So.
Okay.
What else do you think we should add on there? What else should we put? I mean, you know what one I've always thought was awful?
What?
Always thought like parachute not opening would be one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
any sort of free fall situation. Plane crash is something I'd put on my list.
Plane crash. I'm okay with a plane crash because.
Okay. Are you? Are you fine with the plane crash?
Yeah, because plane crash is. I mean, come on, you're dead, right? You know what I mean? You're dead on impact. That's what it is. I mean, I guess if you're in a free fall anywhere, you're down on impact. But usually, if you're in a plane, it's going to explode. Or if you're taking off or landing, it's on the impact. But a parachute, specifically skydiving, it's pure recreation. You're going for the thrills. You're going for the story. You're going for like the exhilarating, you're like, oh, that's great. Adrenaline rush. You're not doing that on a flight. On a flight, it's almost like a glorified taxi. It's not a big deal.
Right.
And that happens. But you're specifically going out to have a good time. And then your chute doesn't open. So you have like a good 30 to 40 seconds, probably a minute, depending on when you want to open up your chute. Dude.
No, I agree.
That's got to be the worst time. Yeah. Horrifying.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's worse than like a bungee jump incident because you only have like 2 seconds to go. Oh, fuck. And then you're dead.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody who's ever died in a bungee cord accident, that's the last words they say. Oh, fuck. I mean, that's just it. They go down. It's like, snap. Oh, fuck. And then dead. I mean, that's it.
Fuck.
I want to see like a bar graph or a pie chart of people's last words. And then I'd say like a good 63% of people's last words were, oh, fuck. I mean, that's really.
Absolutely. What else would it be?
Yes. Less than 1%. It's, oh, horse dick. And then.
Oh, golly. Oh, jeez. Yeah, like the Ned Flanders,
right? Yeah, sea biscuit? Question mark. Ah. What's this little piece of the pie here? I don't know. I got to zoom in. You're like, yeah, magnification. What does this say? I don't know. Does that say horse dick? What is that?
It is funny. Some of the like exclamations that I have in my rotation, you say them, you start saying them just as a joke, just to sound ridiculous, like something like, oh, horse dick.
Yeah.
But then eventually you just start naturally saying them. So when somebody scares you, or like one I'll say is, if I hit a bad golf shot, I say, you got to be ass fucking me. And it became so natural. So now it's just something I say. Dude, I went golfing with a priest, with an actual minister.
Yeah.
He somehow ended up in my group. And so I then realized that every time I have a bad shot, I say something to do with like, Jesus fuck me, or, just horrible, blasphemous things. And every time I said it, I'd look at him like expecting him to be just,
He gets it. It's golf, dude. It's golf. There's no blasphemy on the golf course.
No.
There's nothing gets under your skin like golf, dude.
Yeah.
Swear. I mean, baseball, you strike out, but you only get like 3-4 at-bats a game. You know what I mean? That's it. Golf, it's literally the game. You're just hitting it constantly.
Same thing. Same swing. Ball's not moving.
Nope.
And he still managed to fuck it up.
Just fuck it up. Yep. It really is like the most irritating way to go about it. All right, let's put this in top 5 order then, okay? Oh, wait, we still got to come up with one other than ALS. What are we doing?
Oh.
What's another one? Let's think. Eating alive. Skydiving. That didn't make the list. Okay, next one.
No, it's good.
I feel like crushed to death is even worse.
Okay.
I feel
stoned.
Like
we do have to have some sort of actual natural death. All
right.
We talked about this. Remember getting a virus, like a brain virus, an amoeba or whatever?
Yeah.
And basically you end up in the hospital. They have to remove your limbs like piece by piece, trying to stop this virus from infection from spreading until you're just basically a torso and then you die.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
It is bad.
It's pretty awful.
Like, dude, even a foot. Like if I woke up in a hospital bed and I was missing a foot,
I'd be okay with a foot.
Still, though.
I mean, yeah,
that
it would
severely
suck,
alters your life.
Nah, a foot. I could put one of those Blade Runner things on me, like that Olympian. I'm fine. Dude, a foot's no big deal now.
Okay, but then you take a nap, you wake up, and now it's 2 feet. Now you got no fucking feet.
I'm fine with anything below my ball sack. Like, as long as it's not above where that thing hangs, I'm fine. Like, if it's a hand, now I'm freaking out. You know what I mean? Because the replication of fingers and hands, it's not on par with the feet, the prosthetic feet. So that's when I'm starting to worry.
Okay. All of those together, though, you're just a potato. That's what it is. It's like you're Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Got a kid pulling parts out for fun.
Yeah. You know what's even worse than that, though, in my opinion? The locked in syndrome. You know?
What's that?
Where you're like locked in your brain, but your whole body's paralyzed. So they think you're dead or you're in a coma and you're conscious and you can hear everything and you can't talk. You ever see the movie The Diving Bell? What am I asking you? You ever see the beheading film? It's called The Diving Bell and the Butterfly.
I'm not going to watch that because, like earlier discussed, I would convince myself that I have that and it would actually happen.
No, it's about a guy who is locked in, but then a nurse discovers, oh no, he's locked in. He's hearing me. And then she like rehabilitates him and stuff like that. It's
oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's a true story. I'm not really sure that I'm making that up or not, but
okay.
But he started communicating by blinking. Like he had to build the muscles back up. So one eye was sewn shut and he was conscious and they sewed this eye shut. He's like, I can't see now, but he can't yell. He's just sitting there. They think he's in a coma, but he can hear everything. Oh, bro.
That is the worst.
That's like solitary confinement and not even in prison.
Yeah. Horrible. Horrible.
All right. So what do we put on there? We got to wrap this thing up. This thing's going long.
Yeah,
what do we
brain
got?
virus.
Okay. Brain virus.
Mr. Potato Head situation.
All right. So here we go. This is the 5. Let's put them in order. We have eaten alive, brain virus, black hole, a horse, just horsepower.
Okay.
And decapitation by terrorists. I got to go with, out of all of these, there's not a doubt in my mind, the least worst one is decapitation by terrorists. At number 5.
How? Because that's like a drawn out thing. You get kidnapped. It could go on for months.
For God's sakes. Okay, what would you put at 5?
The black hole.
You're being ripped apart by every atom in your body. What are you talking about?
I just think you'd be dead before you realized that you were getting ripped apart.
No, you're not dead. You're in your spacesuit. You're floating. And suddenly you're 6 miles long. And that's not good. You're just human.
So you think you're going to be 6 miles long and still be aware of what's happening?
They turn you into human taffy. Yes. You're going to be if it's your foot that goes first, you're just going to be pulled in there.
Okay. I'm not going to. Okay, fine.
I like it. You don't argue. What would you put? What would be your top 5? What's your list? It goes black hole at 5, right?
Okay, that's for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Black hole.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Eaten alive, brain virus, horsepower, or decapitation terrorist.
I go black hole, eaten alive, and what was your other one?
Brain virus, horse pole, or terrorist decapitation.
Okay. Put terrorist number 1.
Whoa!
Brain virus number 2. Whatever that other one was, number 3.
Horse dicking or horse ripping?
Yeah.
And number 3?
3, right in the middle.
All right, so here's Pike's top 5 worst ways to die. It is black hole, then eaten alive, then the horsepower, brain virus, and then decapitation by terrorists. Okay, mine is obviously going to be different. Number 5 my number 5 is your number 1. Like
we disagree on the black hole. I get it.
No. My number 5, decapitation by terrorist, is the least of the worst of these. That's my number 5.
Your parents have to watch that video.
Yeah, but at least maybe I can say goodbye or something. Like I'll wave. I got it. Number 5. Number 4, brain virus. Dude, we're going in opposite order here. Okay, turn me into potato. That's fine. Do I have my mouth still? Okay, can I say I love you to my loved ones? Fine.
Yeah, it's cool you have your mouth until a horse walks into the room. Regret that.
Number 3, eaten alive. Okay, by a crocodile. That's the worst part about it is you don't get to say goodbye to your loved ones. You don't give any last little. Hey, just remember, take care of your mother. That kind of stuff. I love you. I'm proud of you. Blah, blah, blah. You always want that. Number 2, I'm going with black hole as the second worst way to die. Because at least you're in space. At least you're out there. You know what I mean? You're doing something that humans, they don't get to do, bro. You're going to go down in a history book as died by black hole. And that's pretty awesome. There's a legacy attached to it. I'm kind of in. I'm in on that. But still, highly, highly painful. Wouldn't want to be anywhere near a black hole. Okay? It swallows planets. All right. So then you got number 1, without a doubt, horse dicking or horse ripping. There's not anything that involves a horse punishing my body. I am not a fan of. Okay? I don't even like horses to begin with. I'm not a fan of those giant bowling ball eyes looking around all the time. Fuck horses.
Well, let's not shit on the horse because they don't know they're just doing what they're told. You know?
But they're terrifying and strong and powerful. Horses could easily kill all humans if they wanted to. They'll just trample us and buck us off. Right. Good thing they're dumb. But a lot of people love the horse. It's majestic. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's horse therapy. That's a big thing.
People love horses, man. I get it. They're muscular. That's why they're also terrifying. And you're going to put your life in that dumb animal's hands? It doesn't even have hands. It's hooves.
Can't give you a hand job, but it'll dick you to death.
Yeah. A car backfires. And a car backfired. How'd he die? Car backfired. Thrown from the horse. Dude, a horse killed Superman. Do you think I'm going to get up on that fucking thing? Get out of here.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Fuck horses. It paralyzed Superman and killed him.
This is a long story, but about Christopher Reeve was his name, right?
Yeah.
This was in junior high when you think everything, the more inappropriate, the funnier it is. So we would be making jokes about Christopher Reeve being paralyzed from a horse. Horrible. Absolutely inappropriate.
I don't think I would be friends with you in high school. I would be like, God, Pike, what is wrong with you, dude?
But it was everybody. There were 70 kids and 50 of them were making the jokes. So what are you supposed to do?
What about the other 20 kids?
They're girls. And they did not find it funny.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't find it funny at all.
No.
All right, go ahead.
No, that's it. I mean,
that was the story.
Well, that wasn't much of a story, but I don't want to get into the specific.
Yeah, I know. There was this whole thing. I remember a joke when I was in high school, or not, whenever it happened. I don't remember. They're like, "Hey, what's the opposite of Christopher Reeves?" Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah,
that was the big one. And I remember going, yeah, I get it, because he's paralyzed. And they didn't.
Not walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was quadriplegic, neck down.
That was brutal. That was brutal. That was like the first time.
The horse was jumping over just like a small thing, too.
Don't trust horses. That's what I'm saying. Goes back to that. Fuck them. We got automobiles now. I mean, what are you doing with a horse?
Yeah, and don't blame the horse either, because why you riding it?
Again, why you riding it would be the cause of death for my number one worst ways to die. So there you go. That's it. Appreciate you listening on this Worst Wednesday. All right. If you can, please hit subscribe. That would be a nice thing to do. Okay. If you enjoyed the podcast, hit subscribe and then hit the like button and then comment below. What do you think would be the worst way to die? I'm curious. Pike, I imagine you're curious.
Very curious.
Yeah. We're curious what you think is the worst way to die. Jump in, add in there on the comment, youtube.com/SparksRadio. Thank you so much. Follow him on all social media. That's @PikeTaylorRadio. You can yell at him, punish him for something he was a child and making jokes in school 30 years ago. And then, yeah, because that's how you do it these days. That's how he made a joke 15 years ago. Yeah, I know he didn't know any better, and he's a better person now, but still, he should go away forever. And then, of course, I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media as well, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.